I hope you all are doing well. How's everyone doing tonight? Alrighty. Let me get it situated. Okay. So the first person I have on my list. Okay, I just got another PayPal. Hello, Eva. I'll add you to the list now. You said, are you planning on going, hey Liz, are you planning on going live again before the new year? I would love to go live again before the new year. I don't want to say I will and then I don't do it. So I would say I would love to. My goal is to try to go live at least one more time before the year is over. So definitely just keep your notifications on in case I do go live. I'll try my best to schedule it ahead of time so then people can see it. But I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, I didn't go live a lot this year. I just been super busy, great things happening, but I just haven't had the time to really do it as much. Okay, so the first person, let me go to their question. Okay, the first question is for TL. And their question is, what's up with so-and-so and blank as it relates to you? Okay. All right, Spirit is leading me to these cards, so I will use them. Hey, Nappy Summer. Okay, what is up with as well as relates to her? What is up with them as it relates to TL? What is up with them as it relates to TL? Oh, there's a lot of cards. All right, so we have power couple. You two are about to take over the world. There's so much great work to be done and stories to create with this person. You both are breaking generational cycles. Dead end. This card signifies that there is no need to force the situation in or this is going nowhere at the moment. However, that doesn't mean that it would be the case forever. And then partnership. A partnership values stability, emotional integrity, shared goals, and purpose. Enjoy the beauty of this bond while you are building your future together. So I feel like in terms of I don't know why it looks kind of blurry on my iPad, but it doesn't look blurry on the computer. Okay. In terms of what's up with them when it relates to you, I feel like the mother felt like y'all would have made a beautiful couple. And he felt that way as well. Like he felt that y'all would have made a beautiful couple, which is why we had that power couple card here. I think that he realizes the connection just, got to a dead end where it was just like there wasn't communication or there wasn't really any type of, effort made between you, right? And of course, one person can blame another person for it, but it feels like because it was a dead end, it just felt like, what's the point of even trying? Because it's just going to be like an ever-ending cycle of the same type of dynamic. But there's a part of this person that wishes things were a little bit different and it didn't, turn out the way that it did. Look at that. We have happily ever after. It's nothing like finally having your happy ever after. You deserve it. Love, true love doesn't only exist in fairy tales. It is right here. It is here, right here. And it's interesting, this is from the Insecure, final episode. And I apologize for those who are watching and never watched it and want to watch it. I'm spoiling it in a little bit. But basically, Issa, she went to Lawrence and she let him know, like, I want to figure this out. I want us. And I feel like that's the energy that the person has, like where he kind of feels like, but what if I just did this? What if I said something to her now? Or what if I said something in the past to her? Would this be our situation at this moment? So I feel like there's a little bit of regret on his end. And I feel like with his mother, it's like bittersweet because she wanted it to be you, but she knows that she cannot control that part of her son's life. And she no longer can control that or have a say in that per se, even though she thinks that you are amazing and would have been amazing, like, daughter in law. So I wouldn't be surprised if there were moments in the future where he looks at you with loving eyes, if that makes sense, regardless of, his situation, who he's with or whatever. And it's not saying like he gonna try to make a move on you per se, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little twinkle in his eye, the next few times that he sees you, or even whenever he sees you. Like, it might not just be an ever-ending, it might be an everlasting thing, type of vibe. So that's what I have for that question. TL. Alrighty. Up next is, I think, Gypsy. Hey, Renappy Summer. I know it's been a long time, girl. It's been a long time. But yes, thank you for posting your questions. I hope you have a good shift at work. I feel like somebody else has donated as well. Okay, Liz. Okay, let me update the list and then I'll get to Gypsy, just so I don't lose sight of who's on my list. So Liz, you donated. And then, it's been so long. Amira, is that how you say your name? Or is it Amira? I know we go through this probably like once a year. But it's been so long. Okay. Now let me get to Gypsy. Okay. And then Gypsy, you said you wanted the Afro Tarot Goddess deck. I think I have that somewhere. Now, if I can't find it, we might have to do something else. Okay, I found it. And I just stepped away from the mic, so I don't know if you heard me. But I was able to find it. Alrighty. Your question was, let me see. Libra's feelings towards you. Okay. Libra's feelings toward Gypsy. We have the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Let's get one more card. Okay, we got 2 cards. Ooh, we got the Goddess of Pentacles and the Lovers. So clearly their feelings for you are very strong. I just love the Ace of Cups and the Lovers card. So it's just like, their feelings for you literally runneth over. There's a lot of just love for you here. I do get a little secrecy of some of the feelings, like maybe, like someone can say like, oh, I really like you, but deep down inside they're like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with you type of vibe. So there could be a little bit of nerves when wanting to fully express how they feel for you, but they obviously have strong feelings. They love you. There's this energy of like wanting to be intimate with you, wanting to kind of just cuddle you, hold you, be in your skin is what I'm getting. This person wants to do. They want to be in your skin. Oh yeah, you did donate, Red Nappy Summer. I'm sorry. I just saw your message pop up. I was just looking at my phone. I do. It's so interesting because I don't think I've ever pointed this out in this card before, but for some reason, Spirit is leading it to me or showing me this. But they're showing me the white bird, the dove, and it's like they're saying a love proposal, like a love confession, is coming to you from this person, and it could be in the essence of like them being a little bit what is the word? A little tipsy, and that, like that liquor courage kind of thing. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be alcohol, but there's something that gives them the courage to share this love proposal, this love confession with you. And they just kind of put all their cards out on the table and express what they're feeling and how much they miss you, how much they, want to be around you, thoughts that they've had about you intimately, and all of the above. Sorry, I just read a message. But yeah, I get this energy of like him being, it feels like whatever it is that's going to give him this courage, what is allowing him to kind of just fully express it and not hold back. It's not saying that he needs this to do it. It's just more so it gets him out of his head, if that makes sense. Because sometimes, we do need like something to kind of relieve us of the stress or the worries. And so once we get over that quote unquote stage fright or whatever it is, everything just flows naturally. So I feel like that's pretty much it in terms of like, what it is that he wants to like share with you and his feelings. Like he doesn't want to hold back. Like he's ready to just kind of express it more. He just needs like a little bit more of the motivation from whatever this source is. But yeah, that is what I got for you, Gypsy. Alrighty. Okay, up next is one second is Rojalie. Okay, sorry. Good night, Gypsy. All right, Rosalie, let me grab my pendulum and the little mat. Oh no, I'm sorry, you couldn't hear me. Okay, well, both of the questions, the answers were yes. Thank you for pointing it out, Rosalie. I didn't know that you couldn't hear me. You're welcome. Alrighty, up next is Chocolate Princess. Okay, Chocolate Princess. Okay. Why does my soul feel so connected to older adults than younger adults when I'm only 21? All right, let's see. Well, that was fast. Daughter of Swords, Ace of Swords. I feel like you're connected more to older adults because you find that the younger people, the younger adults, they are connected more to like BS at times, and it's just a lot of instability. It's a lot of like, it's too chaotic for you. It feels like the energy of younger adults. But with older adults, it feels more certain. There feels like there's a levity, a level of like, how do I word this? Groundedness and security in the sense of where it's like stuff gets done. Spirit wanted to say shit gets done, so I'm gonna just say it. They said shit gets done, and there's like not a lot of games. There's a lot of, I don't want to say structure, but it's just like this mindset is different. It's more aligned with where you are and what you want to do. Like there's not a lot of room for game playing and just BS and just, doing whatever. It's like, yeah, you can have fun and do stuff, but like you appreciate quality, you appreciate growth and stability and just clarity. And I feel like you probably get that more with older adults. And it's some of this energy too is surrounding like you being able to learn as well from these older adults compared to the younger ones. And it's not saying like all younger ones are like that, but most of them. At the bottom of the deck, we have the God of Swords. It's very interesting, all of these swords here. Like, it's some type of mental stimulation that you get too from older adults where it's just, it's attractive because it brings you in even more. It brings you to this space of where you're like, wow, I can learn from this person. I can, you know, do a lot of work, good things with these people, with these type of people. And I look at this individual, I look at him as being very wise, like an elder. And so they also gravitate towards you. Like it's not only that you gravitate towards them, they gravitate towards you as well. And there's just this energy of like, y'all coming together very naturally. So that's what I have for the first question. The second one, will me and Kay in a serious relationship? A serious romantic relationship soon. We have Temperance. We have the God of Pentacles. Would they be in a serious romantic relationship? We have the Nine of Cups, and then we have the Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like Spirit is saying there is strong potential here for y'all to be in a serious romantic relationship. Like it's leaning more towards yes than it is no. Like maybe it's not even a thing. It's leaning more towards yes. I feel like the biggest piece of this that they're saying to kind of get it into that full boat of yes is to know that it is normal for you to be in a serious romantic relationship, and that it is the norm for you, right? It is the norm for you to receive commitment. Like, making that your daily affirmation and really channeling that and embodying that is going to shift it even more into the direction of yes. And even then, when you do that, oddly enough, someone else could come into the picture wanting to commit to you as well too, because you take the focus off the person and you put the focus back onto you, because that's what it's all about. It's about us at the end of the day. And so when you shift the focus more onto you, we're just receiving the commitment and receiving partnership, and knowing that it's normal for you to have that, it all falls into play, because the energy is already here. Like, they already do want to be in a romantic relationship with you and be serious with you. It's just more so like the final cherry on top, the final piece is like you solidifying and knowing that this is the norm for you. It's not like an odd thing for you to experience. It's like, oh, anybody that dates me wants to be in a relationship with me. Fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's like having that kind of like mindset is going to be very helpful here. Alrighty. That is what I have for you, my love. Okay. Up next is, I think Eva's up next. You're welcome. Eva. Okay, higher self messages, and then what is coming in for you in 2025? What should you expect? All right, what is coming in for you for 20? We're going to start with number 2. What is coming in for you for 2025? We have the 7 of Wands, we have the High Priestess, we have the 6 of Wands. It feels like whatever, and then the Empress at the bottom of the deck, whatever struggles or challenges you had this year, whatever shortcomings you felt like were here, the opposite will be happening in 2025. So let's say you're like, oh, this year was hard for you financially, then next year is going to be financially abundant for you. Like, whatever challenges, obstacles you face this year, the opposite will happen for you next year. So that's the first big thing that I'm picking up. I feel like the second thing is some type of, either there's some level of like a certificate, certification, there's some type of education piece here for 2025. Going back to school, there's some type of component here where you're leveling up with your education, and there's like this higher learning. And so maybe it's paid for, maybe there's just a better opportunity for you to take some classes and get this certificate, or whatever it is. There's something that you're learning in 2025, and you get some type of accolade from it, whether it's a degree, a certificate, recognition. And so Spirit is saying you should definitely do it. Also, I see that, I don't know if you want kids or not, but if you do, it is a good year for you to conceive, to start the baby making process. If you do want kids, and if you don't want kids, be very mindful of who you're intimate with, because the chances of you having a child can be very high. But I do see that this next year for you, it gives a very liberating energy and vibe, more so of like freeing, and there are more opportunities for you to enjoy and to just kind of bask in. And so lean into it, welcome them in. Even if you don't accept all of the opportunities, be grateful and thankful for them, and just continue to let the universe know that you're excited and welcoming all the blessings and goodness that they have for you. So that's just like a, general overview of what 2025 has in store for you. And then let's get some higher self messages. I'm gonna do it with the tarot this time. feeling called to do it with tarot. So yeah, 3 of Cups, 7 of Wands. Oh wow, we got very much the same, 2 of the same cards from the first question. You see, I'm shuffling them. 6 of Swords. And then the 5 of Swords. I feel like your higher self wants you to know that it is okay to celebrate yourself and to be proud of yourself, and don't feel like you can't share that success with people. And if you realize there are folks in your corner around you that are jealous of you or that don't really appreciate or celebrate you when you do have these great moments, then don't share them with them. Share it with people who care about you, who love you, who are excited for you. If you want to share it here whenever we go live, you are more than welcome to. But like, celebrate your success, celebrate your small wins, and don't even look at them as small wins. Look at them all as wins, because they all matter. They're all baby steps and they're part of the process and your journey. I feel like another thing that your higher self wants you to know is that they got your back. No matter where you go, no matter what you encounter, they're always there supporting you and your rock, and they're listening to you, and they are here for you. And so just trusting and knowing that you're always protected and safe. I think another message that your higher self has for you is to be mindful of your words and what you say, right? Sometimes we don't realize the power of our tongue and what we can say, or even what we think, and how it can just play out faster than we realize, right? And so sometimes there are like certain sayings that we just kind of grew up around, or we hear regularly, and we just we adopt it into our vocabulary, and we don't even realize like what we're saying, and like wow, you know what, maybe I shouldn't say that because that's actually not a good thing to say, or that doesn't even sound like something I want to put out there in the air, in the ether. And so just being a little bit more intentional about the things that you're saying. And it's not saying you have to like micromanage every little thing that you say, but more so if you keep repeating something that's pretty harsh or negative, or just not in alignment with what it is that you want for yourself, then maybe there's some adjustments that need to be made. I also feel like your higher self wants you to know that you are on the right track and you are doing things well, and you shouldn't doubt yourself or question it just because you might not always see the progress that you think you should see at this time, right? Because sometimes we think like, oh, well, I did all of this, so I should be making this kind of money, or I should have these many people working with me, or wanting to be a part of my company, or whatever it is, right? And it's like, we all have different paths, different journeys, and you're on the right path. It just might not always show, like you might not always get live updates, basically. It's kind of like when you place an order at a restaurant. Typically, when you place your order at the restaurant, you don't sit there and go in the kitchen and watch it get made. You know it's getting made. You just have to wait for it to be ready. So it's kind of like that, knowing that it's happening, even if you don't always see the progress or get the updates. So that is what I have for you, Eva. I hope that helped and that resonated with you. Alrighty, up next is Liz. All right, one tarot and spirit baby messages. Aw, thank you, Rosalie. Yeah, things are going really well. Let me get my spirit baby messages as well too. But yeah, things are going really well, and it's just been an amazing year. So, and also too, I just listen to spirit as they want me to move, and so there are times where I'm like, oh, I want to go do this and go live, and they're like, no. So I have to listen, but I got approval tonight to do it, so I was like, I'm excited. Alrighty, Liz, you want to know, will Steve break no contact? Or well, no, Steven. Will Steven break no contact? We have dead. Interesting. We got these cards earlier with somebody for the first reading. Dead end, which is, this card signifies there is no need to force the situation in, or this going nowhere at the moment. However, this doesn't mean that it will be the case forever. And then partnership, value stability, emotional integrity, share goals and purpose, enjoy the beauty of this bond while you are building your future together. So I feel like what they're saying here with these two cards is that, especially this last line, it doesn't mean it's going to be this case forever. There is a chance he would break the no contact. I think that Three of Cups. I feel in order for it to really happen, it's kind of like how I was saying, I forget the other person I was reading for, but I was saying like it's really about self. It's not even about the other person. And so like, yes, that person is not in contact with you, but taking the focus off them and just adjusting the way that you think about it. And so, like, for example, how I said for hers, like, it is normal for her to be in a serious, committed romantic relationship, right? So, in your case, it's like, it is normal for you to receive consistent communication from, men that are interested in you or that you're interested in, whatever, however you want to word it. But like making it a norm for you to receive communication and knowing that it is something that you deserve and that happens for you. Because when you think about it in that lens, it takes the focus off that particular person and it kind of like adjusts, how do I word this? Like it takes the pressure off them energetically. And it's not saying you're intentionally doing that, but it takes this load off and then it puts the energy back and focus onto you, where it's like, you know what, this is my norm of getting communication. Anybody that I'm interacting with, you know, wants to communicate with me, wants to be around me, wants to X, Y, and Z. Those that want to do that will be here and will be consistent in that effort. And so I think that's what Spirit is kind of like highlighting here. So they're saying in full honesty, he can break the full contact, the no contact. Absolutely. Absolutely. But it comes when you realize that you are worthy of contact from anybody that is interacting with you and knowing that it is your norm to receive it, if that makes sense. Because it's like that's the game changer here. Because when you take the focus off the other person and put it back on you, it's like, oh, it makes sense now. Like that's what it's really about. Because that's what it is. It's about us, you know. And then spirit baby messages. Let's see what we get. We have, I will be your miracle baby that you always hoped and prayed for, mommy. I'm excited to learn more about our family history and culture. I'm the missing puzzle piece. I will share with you a lot of answers that you've been needing, I promise. I am sending you lots of hugs and kisses. So your spirit baby is being super supportive right now. Let's get some more messages. We have, guess who's having twins? I'm going to be a fire sign, baby. Stop stressing about everything. Things will be fine. And let's get you one more. Uh-oh. I'm a sensitive soul. I will need you to teach me how to be bold. Alrighty. So these are your spirit baby messages. I hope they resonated with you. That's so funny. Well, look at that. Alrighty. Up next is Amira. I hope I'm saying your name right. Let me see. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know why I feel like I'm getting sleepy already. But let me see. Did she put it in our Google? I was gonna say Google Chat. Did she put it in our live? Okay, here it is. Spirit baby messages. Oh, perfect. And we got them right here. Alrighty, spirit baby messages. What do your spirit babies want to say to you at this time? We have someone has been saying mean things about you, mom. Be careful. Life is about to get so much better. Don't lose your faith. Talk to me before you go to bed at night. I love hearing from you. Oh, that's so funny. My phone just made the little lullaby sound. And then there's like the little cradle and then talk to me. You have healed so much. So I'm going to go back to this one. Because it made that sound literally as this card came out and I was reading it, that is something they want you to do. So start doing that tonight, talking to them. But the next one is you have healed so much. Continue to do the good work, mommy. You're going to have a little girl. Oh, mommy, the answer is a big yes. The bond that we share will be unmatched. And then give it time, you two will work things out. So those are your spirit baby messages. Interesting that they were saying it's a woman that's saying mean things about you. So it's a female, in case you're wondering like the gender. But that's what I have for you for the spirit baby messages. And then for your question, what is the energy surrounding going back to school for your psych NP next year? All right. What is the energy surrounding that? Sure, Liz, you can ask another question. All right, what's the energy about you going back to school for this psych NP? It's so interesting. A lot of the same cards are coming out for people's readings tonight. And as you can see, I am shuffling them. So maybe there's a similarity in the collective energy. Now, of course, each card, can read differently for each reading, but I just think it's very interesting that a lot of the cards that came out tonight are coming out in people's readings. Okay, so yeah, the Six of Swords, Daughter of Swords, Three of Cups, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. Spirit is definitely giving you the green light to go back to school for this. I don't know. There's a little question about funding or money about it, but you will get it. You don't have to worry about that if you're questioning that. I do see it will be worth it in the long run for you to do this. So don't don't doubt it. You will thrive in this program. I do see that you do so well where maybe you could be a top of the program or people kind of lean on you for guidance and answers. Maybe even the instructors are like, they give you praise, during the course or, during the program because you do so well, right? There's an energy too where you get a lot of support in ways that you couldn't even imagine. And so it's just people like really pouring into you, but also just helping you out when you need them. And sometimes you don't even have to ask them to help you. They just do it on their own, right? So it could be like maybe there's a day you're studying, you're working hard, and you're hungry, but you're like not even thinking about it too much. And then somebody hits you up like, hey girl, I'm around your area. Like you want to grab lunch or you want me to drop off lunch to you or they send you money for lunch. Like it's something like that where it could just be really helpful. And I love that. And that can just be that lift that lighter load that we need at times, and that lift of love and support. So that's what I have for that question. Alrighty. And then Red Happy Summer. I just realized it says Red Happy Summer. Red Happy Summer. I like that, actually. Let me go to your first question. Higher self messages, and then the second one, why is V not doing schoolwork? Okay, let's do that one first. Why is V not doing schoolwork? We got the Son of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Swords, and then the Empress. For some reason, I feel like it has something to do with a boy, oddly enough. There's some masculine energy here that's kind of encouraging her to, not necessarily saying encouraging her to not do her homework, but more so it is an influence. Like, think about it when, you're young, you meet a girl or you meet a boy and you're head over heels, so you kind of just lose your way. You get heavily distracted. So that could be it. It could just be like it's a distraction. But there's a masculine energy here that is distracting her. I don't know if it's necessarily a crush per se, but there is some type of influence here that is distracting her. It could be a crush. It could be a bully. Like, I don't necessarily see it just yet what it is to the extent. Maybe Spirit will tell us more, but I just want to lift that up. I do get, though, there's some type of level of anxiety that she's having, though, when it comes to this homework as well, too. It could be her mental, it feels like it's an overload at times. And then there's just like this drive. There's no drive to do it. It's kind of like work. As adults, sometimes we go to work and we're like, I really don't want to be here. And sometimes when you're in that mode and that zone, you don't do much work. You're not as productive. And so there could be a combination of like this male distraction, but also some anxiety around the work because there's like this lack of energy or lack of motivation connected to it. I do see with this Empress card here, it can turn around, it can change for the better. And so you just have to kind of like lean into her and just pour this, how do I word this? Pour this, you know, pour this love into her, but also like how you approach it. Like, it's okay to have a little bit of stern energy, but don't be so like, why aren't you doing this? Da 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 da. Because then that's not gonna make it any better. It's probably gonna shut her down even more. So like, finding that balance of like, being direct, but also being supportive and getting to the root of the why she's not doing it. Or like, kind of understanding like what could be the cause or some of the influences surrounding it. So that's what I have for that question. And then let's get you some higher self messages. What did Gypsy? Oh, okay. I can put this person in timeout. Okay. Higher self messages. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Goddess of Wands. We have the Chariot. Oh, we have the Four of Wands. Very beautiful cards here for you. I feel like your higher self wants you to know, like, you are here. You are that girl. Like, you have arrived. And knowing that, and being confident in that, and knowing that any space you walk into, you are that girl. You are that woman. You are that queen type of vibe. And, just like really owning that, right? And not, letting outside influence, distractions get in the way of that. Because there might be people who may not recognize like the light that you are and your uniqueness. Like, I'm hearing that your uniqueness I feel like Spirit is saying your uniqueness has always been something that people question or like doubted or has something negative to say about. And so Spirit is saying, like, use your uniqueness, be bold about that, and stand on that. Be 10 toes down about it, and know that there is no one like you, and there will be no one else like you. So own it, embody it, embrace it, live in it. stand in that truth. And also know that I'm hearing your higher self saying, spirit say, the relationship you have with yourself will be a reflection, will mirror different relationships you have with other people. So it's like the more you continue to love and thrive on, and like, love on yourself, you thrive in life. And it's like the relationships that are healthy and meant to be in your life, they will continue to thrive and prosper, right? And so that's what spirit is kind of like highlighting here. And I'm also hearing your higher self say that, I heard her say, you're going on a trip. You're going on a physical trip. So pack your bags because you're going somewhere next year. And it may be somewhere you've been wanting to go for a while, or you've always, wanted to visit the place again, never got a chance to this year or last year. And so spirit is saying, get ready because that trip is happening. Alrighty. So that's what I have for the higher self messages. And then I think, let me see. I think, Liz, you're the last one. So what is your question? You're welcome, Red Nappy Summer. The trolls are trolling tonight. I think it happens sometimes when I like, because I'll put some tags in the video just in case, like, people can find the live in case they want to get a reading and they don't follow the channel. So I wonder if that like brings in the trolls, quote unquote. What's funny? I feel like there's going to be a troll for anything. Like, it doesn't matter if you do tarot, if you practice Christianity, if you are a certain race or a certain gender. I feel like there's going to be a troll in somebody's life, like, regardless of what you do, which is, hilarious. Okay. What does Jason want with you? He's such a confusing guy. We have the Six of Pentacles, the God of Cups, which is the King of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and then the Supreme. I feel like it's funny you say he's a confusing guy because I get hot and cold energy with him in these cards, in this energy. It's like moments it feels like he's invested, and in other moments it feels like he's not invested. It feels like he's emotional, then it doesn't feel like he's emotional at all, like he's nonchalant. Like, I get like a back and forth type of energy with him. I don't know if it's worth trying to figure out what it is that he wants with you, because his level of inconsistency is just, beyond us. And so spirit is like, you are too supreme, you are too divine to be worried about this nonsense. He's like kind of childish energy to me. And I just feel like your spirit guides are like, don't even pay this little boy any mind, any attention, because if you do, you're just going to run yourself through a rabbit hole trying to figure it out, and you're not going to get anywhere, because it's just going to be too much hot and cold, too much switching, vibe here. So just ignore him. Pay him no mind, and if anything, that's just going to problem draw him in even more. But at least you're not like investing in him too much. But yeah, that's what spirit has to say. But alrighty, folks, that was our last question for the night. I'm glad that I was able to stop by and see you all, and you all have a chance to talk to each other. Like one of the viewers said, or how I was saying to them, like, I would love to go live again before the year is over. So I'm gonna definitely do my best to make that happen. I know it was so quick. I'm not mad at it though, because for some reason I am starting to get a little sleepy. So maybe that's for the best. But I will definitely do my best to post some more videos before the year is over. Well, I will be. I have to. But yeah, I wish you all are continue doing well. Hope you had a great holiday and are excited for the new year and all the vibes, the great vibes that are coming our way. Happy December 1st. And I love you all. I will see you all soon. I wish you all the best. Ooh, that would be fun. A New Year's Eve live party. I like that idea. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's see what we can do about that. Around that time, yeah. We can see what we can come up with that. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. Alrighty, folks. I love you all.